Hello, my name is Mike. I'm the founder of Talk About It, Mate. We have quite a lot going on at the moment. Search for us on social media or any of our platforms to find out what's coming up. And as we post this podcast on Anchor, we are hoping to include some listener voice messages. So I'm going to share that link so people can add their own experiences about connection. So I really hope you enjoy Season 2, Episode 2 of the Talk About It, Mate podcast. Hi guys, just going to have a go at doing a little quick podcast, get some thoughts off my mind. It's just me today, and it's going to keep it short as I can. The theme really keeps coming up really for me is community, and we've created a really great community, very, very proud of it. What does community mean to me? I suppose getting people together, I thrive off that connection, and I need it sometimes, and I know other people might feel like that too. I don't know, but the vibes I'm getting is are that people appreciating that we've got these communities on different platforms. So, for example, we have like a WhatsApp group, kind of mixed men, women, different ages, people who've been to events, and people who kind of are core users of what we offer from Talk About It, Mate, and then we've expanded that into, obviously through our meetups, which have been going for about 3 years now, nearly. And then the most notable, I suppose, community platform now is the closed Facebook group, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while and has now become really useful. And that's on Facebook. That's called the Talk Space. I think we're about 170 odd members. But it's the quality of the things that people are sharing and the variation. So there's funny things like what colour is the best cup of tea, and share a GIF, share an emoji and stuff like that, as well as opportunities to check in and connect with others. And it's a great place for us to showcase and share all the things that we think we can do. And I think that this is more useful than ever now we're in isolation and lockdown, because this is one thing that we all have in common, is that we're all dealing with the fallout from this, and I just think it's really important that we're all together and you get out what you put in. And this isn't just I don't want it just to be an echo chamber or just be my thing. Like, I've created this out of my own experiences, because I feel that people can really thrive in here, and I love it when people take the lead on things or contribute, or people become friends and start linking and connecting over themes and interpersonal skills. I'm an only child, so I think for me it's really important to go out and make things happen, because it doesn't just always appear for you. So this is what I try to do, and it's my goal to grow what we have through all of our platforms and all of that, what we can offer. So I started facilitating the men's groups online, and we have got facilitators who are ready to do groups. It's just that we're doing them face to face, and they were all going to happen on the same night on a Wednesday. So they've moved that online, but at the moment we've not needed to use them yet. But what's been great is they've been attending regularly our Wednesday night meetings, and that's massive. Like that shows faith in what we're doing, faith in me, faith in confirming that they want to be involved with this, and that's amazing. And there's 4 or 5 guys who I'm really, really privileged to know, and the discussions that we've been having and the way it's been growing in the men's group, it's been incredible. We've been so much so we've gone from Wednesdays and Sundays now, and even my dad's been involved. It's brilliant. And that emotional toolkit people are building up, and that self-awareness is brilliant. It's the place where you can come, you can get something off your chest, you can talk about your feelings around a theme, and no one's really going to press you on it or judge you or ask questions. Like, we have a contract to kind of prevent that from happening. But when I say that, don't think that that's serious. It's just a guide. So people don't feel uncomfortable, and the fact that it is a non-judgmental environment. The depths we're getting to with this men's group, because a lot of us knew each other before, but that new people are coming in. I just think, from my point of view as a trainee counsellor, just to observe it, and somebody who also has to deal with his own mental health, it's brilliant. It's like you go to the gym, you feel good, you've done a workout, you know, you've worked out your body. Yeah, I feel like that after I've done one of the men's groups. So thank you for everyone being involved with that. And we've received funding from the Solve for the Crisis Fund to expand that. You know, I have so much faith in what we're doing here and the guys I'm working with that I almost feel bad that I can't bring in more attendees for them. I feel like a failure on my part, and I know it's not. I know that you can't force people, but when you have something that's so good, you need, you know, I feel I need to share it because like it can help people. It's not a bloody vanity project. Like, it really can help people, and in this time and in other times. So, you know, our online operations have just been an extension of what we were going to do anyway. It's also allowed us to create the weekend waffle, which is Saturday mornings at 11:30. It's good fun, bits of quizzes, little challenges, and people dressing in a different theme every week and sharing. And it's just a bit of silliness and anything that makes people happy and cheers people up. And the feedback I'm getting is, yeah, that's helped me. I really like that. It's kept people connected, especially people living on their own. Like, that's amazing. So, you know, that just came from like a spark, an idea. We've run with it, and I always say done is better than perfect. And you know, what is perfect anyway? And I'm really privileged to do that, and I really enjoy spending time with the people in the weekend waffle. So that we've done 5 of them now. Just finished one today. It's amazing. It's a passion of mine. So for me, this whole approach of mental health is my passion. And we're going to apply for more funding to really up-level it and hopefully provide you guys in the community with regular yoga, meditation, other kinds of things, get coaches on board. But I think what sets Talk About It Mate out from other groups is it's just the normality of it. It's just really down to earth, and lots of different kinds of people from different kinds of backgrounds, which is fine. And I love that. Like, that diversity makes us special. And you know, the people in my network that I want to get more involved, because there's some brilliant people, like they've got some seriously good talents, and if we can provide a platform for people to express themselves and show what they can do, then you know, I'd be as pleased as punch with that. So you know, I think that's coming across, I hope. But it does come down to just believing in yourself. You know, I think we've all been working really hard. I look at other people who do work in well-being, for example, and sometimes feel very inferior. Like, maybe I don't say all the right things or tick all the right boxes. But I think if I keep on speaking like this is just off the cuff. Like, that's me, and that's great. Like, you know, I've got to manage my mental health, and there are times when I do burn myself out, but I do this because I'm passionate about it. So, you know, I'm coming from a very good place. And I think I link in with other people who provide similar things. And, you know, if people want to try, you know, these coaching methods or mindfulness or sound healing and stuff like that, I don't know all of them about all of these things, but I can put you in the right direction. I can be a middleman, a conduit, you might say, to get you there. In terms of the podcast, yeah, these little podcasts, these little thoughts, I'm trying to try add a few of these in, inspired by Alice Lyons, who does a really good job on those. But that's it. Like, I think I was a little bit in awe of what she does, and she's a really nice person, and I've been on her podcast and she's been on mine. But then, you know, I also wake up some days and think, well, you know, I can do that. Like, you know, what I'm saying is when I think I've been waiting around to get some kind of validation or qualification to say that I can do this, and the qualification is right here. I know that I'm good enough to do this. I've been through my own experiences. I manage my own experiences. And I use that to bring added value to other people's lives, and not forcing people to change, just allowing them a safe space where they can at least start to have a conversation about something that they might not be feeling comfortable with. And you know, I'm really, really proud of that, and I think it's important that I document that. So I've mentioned it being non-judgmental. I've mentioned the talk space, and I feel like I tend to try and justify what I do, but believe it or not, this is me actually being quite proactive and confident about what we do. And, you know, I've shared a lot of things on Instagram, and going on to the growth zone, for example. And I was saying to somebody yesterday, I think I'm way past that growth zone now. I'm in the unknown, the twilight zone. It's like I've gone so far past what I thought I could ever possibly achieve that it's all new ground now, and it's okay to slow down. Like, I had, you know, yesterday, Friday, I was like, done too much. I was ploughing forward with the Awards for All National Lottery grant, and I just hit a brick wall and burned out. So I switched off my phone, watched some TV, done the weekend waffle today, and I'll look at it again with fresh eyes, and after I've relaxed and made sure I'm all right, which is brilliant. And I know that I've got a lot coming up next week, so in terms of podcast, the big one, but which we've wanted to do for a while, is the group podcast, which is myself and some of the facilitators who've all signed up, given consent to do it. We're going to record a short men's peer support session and let you know what peer support is. Peer support is just people talking to each other, using their experiences to connect with each other. It's not one person telling people what to do. It's not anyone criticising anyone. It's just normal, and the more that we can normalise this through all of our platforms, the more I think people can start to realise their potential. I think that the positives, instead of just addressing negatives, why don't we sell and promote positives? And the positives is self-awareness, personal growth, all that jazz. It's so important, and there's so much we can do. But I'm really looking forward to getting the men's one done over Zoom and recording that and getting that out as a podcast to you very, very soon. Because content is content, and it's not content for the sake of content. This feels right for me to do this right now. And I'm also happy to share my story elsewhere. So I found out that I'm going to do another podcast with the Man v Fat guys, and look back to February, March. And that's on 1,000 listens now on SoundCloud. And I think it's still probably their most popular podcast. And as I keep saying, I've said on other podcasts, I don't think that's strictly because of me. I think that I'm passionate about what I do. I think that people are interested in hearing about mental health as a topic and men, and then someone who's unapologetically passionate and promotes mental health. And for me, I don't go around saying I'm an advocate. I might put it in my bio on Twitter, but I think it's more than being an advocate and raising awareness, which are great. I think now I'm going into this, I'm not afraid to say I want to inspire people. I think I am a good role model. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that, because I practice what I preach. And I don't like that term, but you can see all the things that I'm doing, you can see all the things that I'm putting out there, and that transparency, that authenticity, and the being organic. Like, I thought about doing this kind of this morning, within the shower, and then I felt like I wanted to do it, and I just recorded it with very little preparation, and sometimes they're the best things, aren't they? So, what I want to end on is, it's not a plea, I'm not begging you, I'm just saying, let us know what we can do, what we can provide, and if you can help out in any way, shape or form, because that's why, if we're going to be getting funding to provide things for communities online, with the reach is more, and if we have an active, thriving community, that's only going to attract more people in to access what we can do, and it's very, very exciting. And I'm hoping to also do some counselling myself, some of that out to people. So really exciting times, and keep in touch. Follow us at Talk About It Mate on all the platforms. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 2 of season 2 of the podcast. All the best. Really hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to follow us at Talk About It Mate, and leave a voice message, and I can hear your thoughts, and create more community connection with you guys. Thank you very much.